Hi guys, hi everyone. Can you guys hear me clearly? Let me know if you guys can hear and see me clearly. Okay, somebody respond. Okay, hi everyone. Nice to see you here. How have you been doing? How was your trading last week? Okay, so today's also a live stream section. All right, so if you have any specific instrument you want me to highlight the key level or ask for my opinion, okay, maybe I will share with you my setup as well. Okay, again, don't trust me 100%. I could be wrong, and my win rate is not 100%. Sometimes my trade it hits stop loss as well. Okay. Shall we just begin? All right, again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Vantage webinars. Okay. All right. So again, today is about live trading session. So if you can just send me the request. Okay, I will look for the key level for you guys. And before we start the webinar, disclaimer first. All right, guys. Everything in this video is purely education in nature. All right, nothing in this video should be considered as an investment recommendation or any kind of advice. So if you guys want to trade, please do your own due diligence before trading. And risk warning over here, trading forex and safety carries significant risk and is may not suitable for all investor. Okay. And about myself, my name is Peggy. I'm investment analyst and a prop trader. All right. So before we look at a key level, okay, I'm gonna have a quick look on news. I'm gonna go to Forex Factory. That's the only website I'm using. Some of you guys, okay, might be using the investing.com. Okay, these are investing.com. Okay, but I personally don't use investing.com to check like news. I only use the Forex Factory. I think it's easy for me, and I only like stick with one website. Okay, so you can just pick one, which one you prefer. What's happening here? Mm. Oh, yeah. Okay, just pick one. Okay, I'll just pick 45 So the time zones. Let's just stick to UTC. Wherever you live, you just change. Okay, so basically the UTC today has no news. Tomorrow onward until Friday, we have high impact news coming up again. High impact news, you want to take or antique, it's up to you. You want to take the orange color, up to you. But I only prefer red one. So tomorrow we have Aussie dollars and yens at 9 a.m. and Aussie is about 3 a.m. early in the morning. Okay, and we also have 3 p.m. we have job stop opening. This is gonna be high impact news for the US dollars. We're gonna see that. Last report in September, actual is higher than expected. It seemed like okay. We're gonna see this tomorrow. And December 10, we have employment cost index at 1:30 p.m. and another one's Canadian dollar 245 until 3:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. Okay, we have FOMC. So this is gonna be high impact news as well. So I think my time zone that will be like at night. I will be already on my bed. Okay. 7:30 as well. We have another FOMC. So from 7 to 7:30, I think you should avoid trading anything that pair with US dollars on December 10 and December 11. 12:30 we have another Aussie dollar. So the Aussie dollar for this we have December 9. We have the Reserve Bank of Australia. I think they're gonna announce the interest rate. And another one for the Aussie dollar that would be December 11, which is Thursday. We have unemployment rate and employment change at 12:30 a.m. Okay. CHF 8:30 we have SNB press conference. And another one is 1:30 p.m. on December 11. We have unemployment claim for the US dollar. And December 12, which is Friday, we have GDP at 7 a.m. in the morning for the GDP. So this is high impact news for this week. Okay, so shall we just go over to our charts and look for the high impact news? I'll look for the setup. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Vantage. Okay. Um, Shall we just, first of all, shall we just look at the dollar first? Okay, this is, I'm using the Vantage chart. Okay, on the trading view. You know that the trading view, you can find the Vantage charts. Okay, so let's just say last week the DXY is closing with bearish candle. So again, this week we're gonna look for the short, or I think dollar still can falling even like further. Remember that we was discussed last week, like all momentum for the DXY. They are still bearish move, right? Because they have broken the kilo here, and now they are falling below $100 right now. This is the resistance. Now it becomes the support. Break below, pull back is resistance level. So basically, this is a flip zone, or some of you guys will say that this is a SNR, okay, or flip zone, or whatever you're gonna call it. First resistance right here for the monthly, meaning that for the swing, right, monthly, I would say that they're gonna go all the way to this support level. This is gonna be the pullback support for the mini time frame here. I don't know when this is a monthly, so this is gonna be the swing. So if I'm gonna do the Fibonacci from the swing low to the swing high, this would be how many percent? It's 7 to 78.6. So this is 78.6%. It's broken below 61.8. So this another value is 78.6. So it's gonna come here for the monthly time frame, right? Okay, we go to the weekly. Okay, week time frame. Okay, you're gonna see here still falling, but of course they are making like a double bottom here. Okay, this is be the key level. When you zoom into weekly, this is gonna be the big zone for the supply or the OB. It's gonna be the big zone. So we go to the DXY H1 D1. We adjust this with the level. You'll see that they make a double top, right? Double top here, like double top here and here. And then they are doing the kind of in pattern, right? They have broken this neckline with the imbalance, which is this candle. Okay. So D1, this is the first resistance level. I'm gonna pick here for the support level. First support, meaning that you may see dollar pull back before falling. Okay. For the day trade. If you're a day trader, okay, you should look the key level in the H4. This is gonna be the first. For H4, this is gonna be the second resistance. Okay. This is gonna be my first support for H4. So basically, DXY is being sideways or ranging in the H4 time frame. Okay. Okay. Then you might ask me like, why Peggy put like why she identified this as first support, this as second support? Why is this? Why she picked this? Why she not pick that? What is her criteria to find the key level. First, you look on your left, not too far. You can see that price react to the level. For example, this is a resistance, become the support, become the resistance again, support, break below, pull back, resistance level, right? This one as well, resistance, support, resistance. Like if you every day you find the key level, for the first glance, you will kind of like you will train your eye like really quickly where is the level. Okay, and after that, after I find the key level, first maybe I'm gonna use the projection. There is no projection here. I'm not going to use it. Or I can use the extension. Okay, so it will be somewhere around here. So if this gonna be the zone, this one may be the support level, which is I highlight from the level that I identify, and slightly below I have the Fibonacci extension, which is 127. And then I will just leave it at the area of support level. Okay. And the second support, I think I might look to the left. I think this is not the level. I would prefer these zones. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to be the key level. You see that in H4 time frame, right? You will see that they are being the sideways right now. Right? They're being a sideways right now in H4. Okay? Mm. Okay, shall we continue? Hi everyone. Hey, nice to see you. Welcome, whoever just joined the webinars. Okay, move on to the EURUSD. Look on the higher time frame, still on the bullish, right? This is a bullish move. And last week, what do you think about last week? Last week price closing with the bullish candle, so I would say these are bullish end gap from this to end gap this level. Okay, so for the weekly, the zone would be still valid here. Okay, this is going to be the big zone, so we need to zoom in to the lower time frame. This zone is going to be the support level in the lower time frame. Okay, and weekly support is right here. That price has already rising. Overall momentum is bullish. Okay, I would consider it's a bullish move right now. Monthly time frame first. I would say it's a breakout. First one is a breakout with a trend line. Okay. Second is breakout of this resistance level. It become the pullback support, right? So you see that breakout pullback. Okay. So we see the overall momentum is still bullish. Okay. We go to H4. We go to D1. Okay. D1 time frame. I'm gonna zoom right now. I'm gonna adjust the level. Oh no, this means is remove. First resistance right here. I'm gonna pick here for the first resistance level. Okay, I have broken this high, make a new high. I'm gonna use the trend line, not trend line channel. Okay, D. Go to H4. Okay, so the first part I'm gonna pick is this level. Okay. First, this is gonna be the second support. Mm, just okay. As long as price did not go below this support, uh, I still consider it's a bullish move. Okay. This is important. If price broke below, then we can see the changing momentum. Mm. So if you wondering what size that is, my house is near to the airbase. So that's why every time, sometimes it just hear the aircraft just fly over. Okay, this is gonna be my first resistance. I'm gonna apply right now. Okay. EURUSD. Let me try to just this is gonna be the trend line, plus the channels. Okay, let's just leave this at the bullish trend line, and I will pick. Okay, right now, let me remove. Sorry guys, let me make a big. Okay, in D1, I would consider this my first support, right? Which is they might want to make something like either like the bill pattern or somewhere here will default and then rising, because the next resistance that I was looking at would be somewhere around here. But the next resistance for the weekly or for the D1 time frame, let me go to H4. Okay, I'm gonna pick this entire move. This one is 23.6%. That price has bounced off, right? I'm gonna stick here to the first support, which is the reason I pick here. I have the demand here plus 98.6%. Okay. And then I will just pick here for the second support. So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna use 38.2 and 61.8%, and then I'm gonna highlight the zones. Okay. This is the zones. Is it because the dollar is rising? Yeah, dollar is rising. This is the E is falling. So you see that they also somehow being a sideways, right? You see that they are being sideways right now. Same, right? In between, it looks similar, right? Sideways, rising, because they are negative correlation. This is falling. I will just say this first, and this gonna be my basically I'm gonna pick the recent one here for the first resistance, because price was like cannot go above this, and that first resistance, second resistance gonna be here. Okay, so monitor at this level. Okay guys, they need to break below this. Okay, that is key level. GBP Same GP looks similar. Last week, closing with bullish. Right now, they are at the supply zone. This is supply zone. Okay, this is a supply zone. Price went in the supply zone and then falling. What about the overall momentum? It's still in the bearish. Okay, so the important high for the weekly is here at this price. This would the important level. So if price close above, gonna pull back and continue rising. So right now they are still doing lower low, lower high, lower low. See, they're gonna be lower high and go lower low. D1. Okay, right? This is first resistance. You will see within the zones. And then I will pick, right? This is the first resistance. Second, first support is right here. That would be 50% fit. Right? Do you see the, okay, right there. So meaning, I think probably gonna fall at this level. Okay. In H4, it was being a sideways as well. I think they're going to break. So in H4, if you were to hold the sell, this we just say first TP, first take profit, you're gonna use FIBO, that would be 61.8%. You see that, right? So 61.8% FIB. Right there. This. Sometimes you cannot find the level, you just look on the left. If like there is nothing too far, then you don't need to reference too far away. Second support. Okay. In H4 time frame, this is gonna be my second resistance. Okay. That's it. That's it, the key level. You guys can request, all right? If no, I'm gonna spend time on XAUSD for a while. Okay, let's just look. Of course, in the money time frame, we know that gold is on bullish move, right? Last month still closing with strong bullish. This one is the last month of 2025. I just think it might, just say it might. Because we have a Apple MC coming up, they might closing with kind of like price action and continue to falling. Or in the D1 time frame, let's just look for the weekly closing with kind of could be price action at the resistance level. I don't know because price closed below 42.63. Okay, and D1. So in D1 time frame, this was at the resistance. These are the resistance level, right? And remember that we were saying that this is a OB as well. So I have kind of two scenarios that we should share with you guys. Last week is still valid. One, you're probably gonna make like ABC, which is doing like if they're gonna fall from the which is if okay one if they cannot okay if cannot close above 42.60, which is last week, right? Last Friday price go 62, and if price cannot close above 42, then I would say that they're gonna do something like that, A B C D to go here. Okay, but if cannot close above 4260, and then they're gonna make like ABC like that, going down here. Or if price rising, okay, and close above 4265, or the body close above 4253, meaning that one they are doing like that, or another one they are doing a big sideways like this. In D1. What they're gonna do something like A, maybe B, or B here, or C here, or somewhere around here. So if they are break the body close above 4253, within this zone, which is the bearish OB, we're gonna sell. So we're gonna narrow down the zone. Okay. I'm gonna mark at this zone is still valid because it haven't been used. So we go to H4. Okay. Gonna hit 4. Within H4 time frame, we narrow down and we can find what is our FVG or fabric gap. One fabric gap, meaning that if price close up, they will go to this zone. Within OB, we have FVG, so you can start to sell at this level. Okay, USD, JPY, and GBP, JPY. Okay, I'm gonna do this do that for you after XAUSD. Really quick one. Okay, so this one I have quite people confidence over here. One, I have the 78.6%. Second, if this gonna use the trend line, not trend line in the bullish channel. Okay, meaning either here or like I just put here, or maybe somewhere around here or there, I don't know, right? So we just somehow just make something like that. Yeah. Within the zones. This is a FVG. Okay. Second, if I have broken this high, then we're going to use Fibonacci extension. That will be 127 within the zones. Right? You see that within the FVG we have Fibonacci extension. If I'm going to add the Fibonacci extension around that zone, so you need to wait for price to go in the zone and then you sell. If they break above, if they like the body close above first resistance level. Another one, okay, I'm going to use Fibonacci projection from this one. 1, 2, and 3, right? 100% projection. I'm gonna pick it there. You see that right now price can break at 78.6%. They break or they stop below. So right now, if they go above, then we have 100% Fibonacci projection up there. Okay. So this is gonna be the zones, right? So right now, go right now. Right now, what are they are doing? They are doing being sideways as well. Right? You see that they are being sideways. Okay, so you want to sell today, you want to sell, but there's no news, right? This is the zone that you can sell based on the OB right now. This is the bearish OB for H4. Okay. So you wait for price to go in these zones. The zone is big, right? Because if we're gonna from the wick and then from the body here, it's about 30, let's just say 30 pip plus 37 pip. So you go for the wait for right to go in the zone, okay, and then you sell at this level. This is a setup for today, and still this is the support level. meaning I'm gonna buy at the first support. Second support would be here. Okay, meaning we're gonna see whether price can go in and then falling to this level. Okay, so this zone is still valid. This the OB in the D1. So right now, finally, price still cannot close above, right? They really cannot stay above like 40. Oh, they went to like 40, almost 40, 42.20, and now they still close below 42.10. I think they are come to this like a pullback resistance. Okay, in the M15. They're falling. So basically they're being sideways. Okay, so just wait for the price to go in the zone and then you sell. The OB up there. Okay, the OB here. Okay, quick on EU and want to know if your bias is buy from the retracement. Okay, just go back a quick on the EUR before we move on to the USD JPY. I'm look for the buy for the EU. If you want to buy, I want to buy here at the first support level. We have the demand, we have the resist like this system becomes support level. I'm not buy at the retracement. I buy at the key level here. The Fibonacci I'm using for to support my analysis only, meaning that I identify the key level first, and then if my key level line up or close to any Fibonacci, and then that's gonna like support my key level. I'm not going to like draw Fibonacci, and then I adjust my key level based on Fibonacci level. No. So basically right now they are in the they're being sideways, so you just wait first. Okay, whether they're gonna break below or break above. Okay. Yeah, I'm buy at first support. So gonna wait for price to come back, go to this level. If I see confirmation like rejection, okay, or price action, and I'm gonna buy from here. Okay, we go to the USD JPY. Excuse me. One. Okay, let me see. These are the resistance. The divergence here. Can we consider this a breakout? I don't really like to use a trend line and then they say that like breakout here, breakout here. Actually, no, we cannot do the trend line. Because trend line is not like 3 touches, so we don't do the trend line right now. Okay, so I will say it's still in bullish move. It's a bullish monthly because from this like a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. They start to have the higher low and higher high. So I think they have closed above this level. So we can just say that they are on the bullish move. They break above this high for the monthly. Okay, but now they are just at the overlap at the like this resistance level, but the overall momentum is on the bearish, right? It's just that they have broken this high. Okay, I go to weekly. So right now, weekly time frame, they are being sideways, big sideways right now. Okay, they are being the big sideways right now. You can see that for the weekly time frame. Okay, now I'm zooming within the box. This is the OB. Price went in and then falling, right? So for the weekly, they could fall to this support level from this one. Mhm. This is also another OB as well. Okay, so price might go here and then falling. At least this is the support level. This is second support. We'll go to H4. When price come here, I think that's a divergence, right? Yeah, that's divergence here. Close above, trade turning from the chip as well. So for H4, this is the first resistance. Okay, so if you ask me, so which key level should I follow? So basically, right, I'm a day trade. Okay, basically I day trade. I'm gonna highlight the key level on the H4, meaning that I try to look for the actionable within today or within H4 time frame. So meaning that this level price approaching in this level, I might short from this level because this is the closest one. I'm looking for the sell entry right here, somewhere around here. Okay, but if there is no confirmation, okay, meaning if there is no confirmation or price broke, then meaning the next resistance that will be somewhere around this level. If you're swing, okay, if you're swing trader, then your key level gonna be H4, meaning that at this level, you're gonna hold your buy entry. This is TP1, this is gonna be your TP2. This one should be already your TP. Price in the D1 price might rising back here again or here, and then continue falling to let's say or go to the OB again and then falling. Okay, do you draw the trend line at the wick or candle body? I draw at the wick. If I draw the trend line, trend line I draw at the wick. If price is being the ranging or sideways, I draw the box at the body because I want to see the real breakout. Okay, for example, here I go back to the dollar, right? I tell you guys like let's just say this is gonna be my meaning that this is gonna be my being sideways. So if the body close above the box, meaning that it already break out, they already choose. Okay, the body is the real price. I'm not really a fan of breakout trend line. Okay, I only draw the trend line or sometimes it not, because usually I just look at the market structures for the like valid trend line, unless the trend line has maybe confluence with like the key level, and then I'm gonna draw it. Okay, so the trend line back I draw at the wick. If the being sideways, I draw the box from the body. Okay, because I want to see the real breakout. Where am I just now? You see, tell me why. I think I need to stand and do the webinar somehow after my lunch. I feel like so sleepy. Okay, go back to the UCJPY again. You see here, right? You're gonna do like primary and lower low, lower high, right? And then this one. So this is gonna be the key level. If price broke above, this is gonna be the support and continue. Okay, if they break above this swing high, meaning they are changing from the bearish to the bullish. Okay, but right now, we're gonna see the price gonna respect this um resistance level. Okay, let's just GBP GJ. Okay, look for the G. Just this is a key level. So let's say that now price is approaching first resistance. So what you need to do, right? You go to the lower time frame. Maybe you go to H1. You look what happening, right? Bullish. And then you say, oh, in H1 time frame is swing. And then there is a zone. They might say, okay, I saw the OB, that's gonna be the zone. Meaning that you might wait for price to go in the zone and you sell. Okay. All right. Any questions? Okay, let's continue with the GJ. Okay. Someone say sell the GJ at the resistance gap is can be discussed. Okay, sure. GPJPY. Oh, monthly time frame is strong, bullish. In the swing, I would say they're gonna go. You see that? They're gonna for the swing, okay? I think they might want to break above this high. One is a monthly. I starting to see the RSI is falling to make the divergence, but to complete the divergence, meaning that the price have to make the higher high. Have to do like this. See, right now they might go up first in the swing, okay? But we can go to the weekly. You see that really strong. This is at the almost 70, but not yet, right? So I'm gonna look at the weekly. Okay. So right now, price is this a ATH or no? Okay, this is monthly. Okay, so I would tell you that monthly price gonna go slightly higher to make the higher high to go to the on your left from the monthly. We have another kind of OB somewhere around supply zone. We have a supply zone here. So price might go up to make high and then falling to complete the divergence, right? And then this is divergent. But right now there's no divergence yet because they haven't had I haven't got a higher high. But they may do something like that. Okay, Go to the weekly. Okay. Weekly time frame. Yeah, at the supply zones. Let me zoom to see. Okay. This imbalance broke below this low. That's why they are pulled back. I think that's why you see the rejection, right? You see the rejection. The rejection here. And now price is still rising. Okay. 7, I think, yeah, somewhere around that zone. 127. Okay, we go to D1. Right? I'm gonna look for the D1 time frame, right? You look here. D1 time frame price still rising. I think they're going to go I didn't, if you sell, okay, I did not like want to panic you, but I just look what I'm seeing. I could be wrong. I can be wrong. Price might want to go up at least somewhere here to make the divergence. Okay, because you can see that price still rising, but the eyes are falling. The momentum here is still start to like maybe fading the color, but right now price need to go up to complete the divergence. Now I go to the H4. So right now H4 they are doing the like this or the high, right? For them, where do you sell? You sell GU from which resistance? This multi swing high, or which one? Which one you sell? You shouldn't sell. Okay, you should buy. You look at market structure here. These are the resistance. But from this entire move, right? Price still make the. You see that they still make the break of structure here, right? They still make the like here continue the break of structure here, also here, right? So basically, this was the low that pushed the price break above this high, right? So the important for price to change the momentum in H4, price need to break below this level. So basically, this is the low right now, the current low, and this is still the BOS, okay? And now they are making this was the high. This is high. I would say this is gonna be the liquidity. The equal high gonna be liquidity, meaning that price gonna clear the liquidity up before they're falling. Then I'm gonna go to the on H4. I'm gonna go to H4. What on the left? Wow, there's nothing here. Huh? There's nothing here. Maybe I go to D1. Okay, I'm gonna go to the D1 time frame. Okay, in D1 time frame, I have the FBG here, fair value gap. Okay. Wow. Okay. Where's the FBG here? On above that. Okay. See that? So this gonna be they're gonna clear. This gonna be the equal high, right? I would say this gonna be the equal high. Basically, it's gonna be the liquidity. So you'll see that they still make the higher low, right? They still make a higher high, higher low, equal high. So price gonna go up and clear liquidity. So that would be either here extension, you see that, to go here, maybe go somewhere here and falling. Okay, divergence here and the divergence here. H4. We go to H1 and look, right? H1 all this is equal high. So basically these are liquidity. You're gonna see, okay, with the price gonna hold here. You're gonna look, right? You see that they are being just sideways only right now. This is being sideways. You see in H1. You see when you see H1 like that, if you want to trade, no, you won't see that I'm not gonna trade because above here, I will wait for the high probability setup gonna be right there. On above the yellow color, which is the FVG, somewhere there, we have extension. So now they are being sideways right now, right? So trading with the ranging, you can like a bounce here, sell, bounce here, sell. Okay, but then you have to wait for them to break out, and then you can sell there, or you can pull back and then you sell, or break above, pull back, and then you buy. Then your TP should be here, or you wait for the sell entry above that level. So at 207, you sold at 207 here. You just sell today 207 somewhere here. Easily to break up. Easily back to your entry. Exact 207 somewhere here is already there. You want to sell, you should sell here. This is for me to buy already. This is for me to buy. This is my buy entry. This is my demand zone. You see that? That's why price falling, you're rising. So this is my buy entry. The sell entry you should sell above this swing. While this swing high, if you want to sell, this is not resistant. This is not your resistance level at 207. You're talking about H1. No, this is not your resistance. Your resistance about this swing high is here. This is not resistance level. This is no OB. This is nothing. If you were to sell at 207. Okay. You can see that this one, that's why people buy here because there is a OB here, right? You see here, right? Price come in, bouncing off, and you see that this is create another OB. You should look for the buy entry. Buy right. This is not resistance level. You're gonna identify H4. This should be somewhere here. Or then you see on the left there is nothing, and then you see that, right? The resistance for H4, you're gonna look. It's not. The resistance was here at the high. So basically they are ranging right now. So you just you just hold. Maybe you sell what 07, it might falling to this, then you may close. But if you to ask me, I wouldn't do anything for the DJ because they are being sideways unless you are scalping the lower time frame. Then in the lower time frame on my left, there is nothing. Unless you say, is this consider the resistance level? No. If I really want to sell better than M15, that's my sell zone will be somewhere around this level. Maybe somewhere around this. A lot of rejection, then I might consider to sell. Okay. Any question, guys? Any question? Anyone want to request? We have about like 4 minutes before end the webinars. Anyone? I'll go back to Go, okay? I will finish off with Go. Uh, the highest they went was, okay, this was the highest one today. That was like 42, 17, 18, which is somewhere around here. And then they're falling. Actually today I'm looking for the sell entry. Okay. I want them to like go up like a bit at 42.20 or 22, but they only go up to 18 or 19 and then they're falling. So I'm still waiting. Not a hurry. Okay. If not, okay, if they're falling, if you want to buy, I'm gonna buy at this level. Narrow down the zone. Doesn't mean like you sell now, right? No, right? It's up to you, but I just wait in between. I'm not doing anything. If price come here, I sell. If price come here, I buy. In between, I do nothing. Okay. All right, guys. That should be all for today. I'm gonna catch up with you guys again on this Wednesday. Okay. Happy trading, guys. All the best. Good luck. Bye bye. Take care. You're welcome.